Welcome. This is a whole week of me eating nothing but potatoes and non-starchy veggies. If you want to learn more about vegan weight loss, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you give this video a like. So the great thing about eating healthy and eating starch solution style, eating all these veggies is health, weight loss, vibrancy, an abundance of health benefits. Only bad side, my house always smells like broccoli. Hi, I wanted to pop on to let y'all know I'm doing a potato reset. I've been waiting like a week or so to tell y'all. I was gonna just do the video of me starting it. So it's starting today. Today is Monday. I'm gonna do 14. The goal is to do 14 days. So 2 weeks of eating just potatoes, just yellow and green veggies, no snacking in between, none of my extra little drinks. So I've got tea with some soy milk. There's no added sweetener. I did have, I've not been drinking coffee for months. I did have a little bit of light coffee this morning with some soy milk because I got up early and I thought to myself, like, I'm gonna need something if I'm not drinking my drink with all the added protein powders and everything. I had just a little bit of light, like I said, light coffee. It was from the weekend. We went out of town this past weekend and I'm like, so trying to let go of everything at one time. Like, the main thing here is I truly believe what's been hindering my last little bit of weight loss has been my drinks, because I gave up coffee, so I started drinking more sweet drinks, right? And so I'm like, maybe I could have like one little cup of coffee on days that I have to get up really early with some soy milk, because now I've been broken free of that creamer addiction that I had, but I only replaced that with my other sweet drink addiction. So it's just been this vicious cycle. So I'm doing the potato reset to help let go of this, like, just reset my taste buds. So I have this big bag of potatoes because when we went out of town this past weekend, and we went to go get special marshmallows for our s'mores. If you didn't see our little s'mores video, I'll link it right here. But I got the big sweet potatoes from Natural Grocers, so I will have this one because they say for the potato reset you're supposed to stick to the same wet starch. So I'm sticking to Japanese sweet potatoes for 14 days. And I've got this big tub of broccoli. It will last me for breakfast and lunch. 2 big sweet potatoes. So like I said, here is my lunch. Tons of broccoli, and this sweet potato, is this one I had batch cooked before, or did I heat it up in the microwave? I can't remember. But nonetheless, I am now going on my lunch break to Omart to get some more sweet potatoes. I have a newfound appreciation for Asian markets. Something always told me, my gut always told me to check here for sweet potatoes. But now I know they have them amongst other goodies, so I'm so excited, coming to get some more. While I'm here, I'm going to stock up on some yellow and green zucchini and squash. That way I've got it, so I might as well grab it while I'm here. I'm also going to get a few heads of broccoli to take home so I can batch cook those. I wanted to show you, does anybody know what type of potatoes these are? It wasn't really labeled in a way that I understood. It just said purple sweet potato, potatoes, and that's it. And so does anybody know what kind those are? Let me know. I'd love to know. They look cool. I couldn't resist not getting a tea. The teas are always super hot when I get them from there. I got a jasmine tea, and took me forever to try to find soy milk. The only soy milk they had all kinds of ingredients I didn't want in it. So I just had to settle for almond, which is not the same, but it did for then. And this is my second meal, more broccoli, more. So I'm home. I've done 2 meals so far. Sweet. Berkeley's playing the drums with a spoon and what is that? A water container. Lovely, beautiful. So I just put a whole bunch of sweet potatoes in the oven, batch cooking a lot of them, the ones I bought from earlier, not quite all of them, but a good amount of them. And I'm about to cook some veggies, and I feel completely fine. I have some tea right now brewing. You know what's so cool is not being driven here to drink my sweet chocolatey drink that I normally drink all the time. Love that drink. It's a great health drink that I make all the time, but it's not maybe necessarily helping my weight loss goal. So just took me a while to figure that out. So now I'm not being driven by that urge to drink something sweet. I've literally just been having herbal tea with a little bit of soy milk in it, and that has been so lovely. So I'm so grateful for this whole thing because I know I'm truly resetting my taste buds. I can already feel a difference in day one. And not having like an apple or fruit or snacks in between was fine because I brought so much broccoli and so much sweet potatoes to make sure I stayed full that I didn't even think about snacking, or I didn't think about a time where I wasn't fed enough, because I made sure to bring enough so that way I wouldn't get into a tough spot. So it's going good. Perfect. While I'm cutting up my veggies here, I wanted to read something from this lady that is awesome, who I found online. And I followed a couple of her different YouTube videos. I'll link it below if you want to read more up on it. But there was a cool little paragraph here where she states that you'll be amazed how much better simple whole food tastes after following a potato reset for a week or longer. She recommends a month because it gives you a good amount of time away from processed foods, enough to learn about yourself and your relationship with junk food. And having a break from making decisions about food multiple times a day is where the real learning happens. It enables you to step back and see your eating habits from an outside perspective. Such wisdom. I love that there's way more to this than just weight loss or just, losing weight, or, it's like a whole, it's like a mental thing, it's just cool to me. And so a potato reset, her definition is it's a short-term plan to help you reset your taste buds and lose weight in the process. That's if you have excess fat on your body. And it is a way to ease into a whole food plant-based diet if you're not already in one. So here's the next day. I've got that leftover yellow squash and then 2 smaller sweet potatoes, and I'm having my tea. Oh, gosh, I'm loving my tea. Hi everyone, it is day 2 of my eating just potatoes and non-starchy veggies, so my potato reset. I wanted to come on and do a quick little clip and let you know I'm about to go on my walk. I come to the mall on my lunch break if it's kind of too hot outside, and I'll walk inside the mall. And so so I wanted to let y'all know that literally only after one day, and I shared about this on my Instagram, I've been tracking the whole journey on there, all the pictures of the food and everything, little updates. But I wanted to let you know that I feel like this confidence increase after only day 1. I'm wearing a dress that's a beautiful form-fitting dress, but on some days I would maybe feel a little uncomfortable in it and maybe tugging at it and pulling in it, self-conscious or whatever. But today, literally from one day of eating just potatoes, just starchy veggies, drinking water, no extra stuff that may have caused extra bloating, like no extra sodium, no extra sugar. And it's not that I'm saying, oh, don't have sugar. That's not what I'm saying. But like for me, I'm not adding like extra maple syrup or anything into because I'm not doing those drinks that I normally would do, right? The drinks with all of like the protein powder and everything, all the stuff, which are great, yummy, healthy drinks, but not necessarily good for my weight loss goals. And so today, like I said, just in a day, I already feel this confidence boost just from like not the excess bloating. I had got on the scale this morning, even though it's recommended to weigh yourself at the end of the week and then average those 3 days together, and then like look at that long term, like over the month. But I just wanted to see, but the scale was a pound lighter, which was cool. And I know that's probably just like water weight and stuff like that or whatever, but I don't care. It's pretty cool, and like literally, like again, after one day already feeling this confidence boost and not feeling pulled in the direction of, oh, but I need this, or I got to make my drink, or, I need to eat a snack. Like I've noticed with cutting out the snacking, it's causing me to make sure that I've got plenty of veggies, plenty of potatoes for my meals, and like putting a little extra effort in to make sure that I am going to be full during each meal, which means, steaming, it's actually really easy. It's not too hard of a work. And so normally I'll eat like 5 apples a day or like all these bananas, just mindful snacking. And I've tried to become more cognizant of that. But this right here, I don't even miss snacking. I know it's only been a day and a half, but like, it doesn't matter. Like I thought the first day would be terrible because I'd be like wanting apples and wanting my sugary drink, but I'm fine. Like I'm so surprised. Like I'm so excited. This is going so well. I just can't wait to even track the rest of what happens. So
I am back for more lunch, and as you can see, more broccolis, more smaller sized sweet potatoes. So for those of you who do not know, what you cannot eat on the potato reset is foods that are hyper palatable. We avoid overt fats such as the oil, butter, cheese, sour cream, mayo, nut seeds, avocado, even tofu. And for this, it's the simplicity's sake of the program. During the potato reset, beans, lentils, and other legumes are also avoided. Here's another meal. You guessed it, broccoli and 2 of these smaller sweet potatoes, Japanese sweet potatoes. At this point, I haven't got tired of eating the same thing over and over again. It's pretty amazing. I really loved veggies when they're steamed. I've shared that in previous videos that when you eat them steamed, the flavors are just that much more abundant, if you will. I found that using freezer bags, even though they're convenient, they just don't taste the same. They're way more bland when you throw the bag in the microwave. So it's been really nice. I'm getting to eat the steamed
I don't know
veggies.
what's going on, but for the last 2 days, I have felt like my broccoli has sand in it. I rinsed it off really well, washed it off before I boiled it, but every time I go to take a bite, there's like the thing. Have you ever got like sand in your food, or like, I don't know, it just reminds me of sand. And so like I dealt with it yesterday. Today I have tried to, I'm just trying to thug it out. But now I find myself getting irritated because each little bite, here it is, this broccoli, all this broccoli I've prepared, big 2 heads of it, and it's like I have sand in my mouth. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe it was a bad batch of broccoli through the store that I got it from. Luckily I've got a can of green beans. I'll have to like eat that for lunch. I'm gonna rinse them off really good since they have a lot of salt on them. And I'm gonna stick to zucchini and squash for a few days to get past this little irritation. And like, it's a mental thing for sure. Texture is a big deal. So I'm like kind of frustrated right now. It will pass.
And luckily, the sweet potato brought a smile to my face. It made everything better. Having some more tea. It's my throat coat tea with some ashwagandha and ginseng and some almond milk. And here was me running to the store. After taking my walk, I got back just in perfect timing, ran to the store, got some zucchini and the yellow squash, which I'll talk about later. Heated it up, ended up having to use the microwave because what happens with the sand broccoli? I don't get it. I washed it so good. It was so weird.
So a little update. It's the end of the day. I have 1 meal left to eat today. Earlier you had seen I went to the grocery store to go get those zucchini, and I got that little, I got a little like turmeric shot. But when I was walking through the produce aisle, I swear like my senses are heightened right now because it's like I could smell every fresh apple. Oh my gosh, the smell of the produce was beautiful. So in between meals and when you're like ready to eat, going to the grocery store, I normally order in my groceries. So going in that quick little time, it was like, oh my gosh. And like, since I'm not snacking in between, not eating fruits or anything, it was just interesting to notice the smells, the lovely smells of all that fresh produce. It smelled so good. And it, of course, made me miss fruit, but like not where I like was upset or sad or anything like that. Like, so everything is still going really well. The only really issue I've run into was that deal with the broccoli feeling like it had sand in it, whatever that was, and I had to literally throw that broccoli out because I couldn't in good conscience try to give it to Berkeley or give it to a friend or hey, this tastes like it has sand in it, do you want this broccoli? Like, I don't know, it just didn't feel right. So I ended up having to throw it out, and I ate all 3 of those little packages of zucchini. It's just water, zucchini and squash. So yeah, just a little update.
So I want to tell you something funny. So even though I was saying how veggies don't taste as good when they're steamed in the microwave, I actually did do that with these Brussels sprouts for the sake of time because we got home late. It was a late night. And I actually did put them in the microwave, and they were literally the best Brussels sprouts I've ever had. It was just a good batch. So, but most of the time, it's just going to taste better steamed. So I don't know what was going on. Those Brussels sprouts were so good. It's a new day, new veggies, but the same. I made those in the morning time And here's my Japanese sweet potato. I will be eating the same thing later as well. So I made sure to bring enough. And here's me smiling away, eating my Japanese sweet potato. Hey, so it is midday on day 5. I just went on my walk at the mall and I'm going to go back and shortly eat the rest of my food. So you saw a shot earlier of my the steamed zucchini and yellow squash that I chopped up this morning and steamed. It was like 3 yellow squash, 2 zucchinis, and so I cut them in that cool way that I've been doing lately. Or the last couple times I've ate it. It saves time and it's different. And so what I'm doing, like I said, I just got done with my walk. I'm going back to work and I will eat, I have another one of those big giant sweet potatoes. These weren't meal prepped or batch cooked. I'm just doing it in the microwave. And when I have those really, really big ones and I have it at work and I didn't preheat, do it in the oven before, I will poke holes in it, do 5 minutes on one side in the microwave and 5 minutes on the other whenever they're those great big ones. So that way it cooks all the way through. So I won't be showing you any footage of my food tonight just because I probably eat in the car right after we're going to go to Big Sissy's play again tonight. And so I'm going to just probably bring food, have it ready in the car, and I want to get this video uploaded in the queue before the weekend. That way you guys can see it by, I guess, at the time that Saturday, maybe? I'm not sure. I think Saturday. Anyways, so yeah, so update on how I feel. Still doing great. I'm not tired of the food I'm eating yet. Like, that's what's cool. You know what's interesting is when I was looking back at all my pictures of the food and all my videos as I was editing this video, I was like, it was weird because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm eating the same thing over and over. And it was kind of like the thought of it, or like seeing the same food over and over again, made me like, it's like I was searching for a reason to be sick of it. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it was almost like, oh, look, I'm eating the same thing. But then, like, I get excited when it's time to eat. The food tastes amazing. Like, I don't get grossed out or anything. You know, it's supposed to be boring, right? And, like, so the only weird feeling I felt was when I was looking back at the pictures and I'm like, why? Maybe it's because I had just ate and I was full and I'm like, what? And I'm looking at the pictures of all the same stuff. I don't really know. It was weird, but it's like, I'm enjoying it though. I have not yet got tired of a Japanese sweet potato or the veggies. Like, so it's like, I wonder if I'll take this challenge further than 14 days. I don't know. We'll see. It's sure made grocery shopping a heck of a lot easier. I don't have to, it's real easy with decision fatigue, and not that that's ever been too much of an issue for me before, but I know as a content creator, we want to keep things interesting for y'all. But I'm like, this is real. Like, I'm eating the same stuff over and over again to get a desired result, you know? So anyways, I'll upload a video next week for the next 7 days. And, you know, I'll keep posting on Instagram. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, I post my meals every single day with a full update of how I felt from the day before. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I will do a final weight analysis on the next video. So it's like I've lost a couple pounds this week. They say healthy weight loss is supposed to be just 1 pound a week, but I've definitely lost it. I would say about 2 pounds in 1 week would be a good average guesstimate for what I've lost. So I just wanted to let you know that, and then I'll do a final one on the next video. So thanks. If you guys made it all the way through, be sure to give this video a like, hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my other plant-based inspiration. I also share about vegan kids meals, healing with plants, and of course, weight loss. Stick around. See you next time.